this content is for kids.
It's not for kids.
Isn't that what I said?
No, it's not for kids. If you are 13 years or younger, this is not for you. Do I have to kill somebody in order to actually make that point across?
No, man, you don't have to kill
Wait
no one.
a second.
No.
When we return to our planet, the High Court may well sentence you to torture.
He likes movies, we like movies. SeptumSin versus the world. SeptumSin versus the world. SeptumSin versus the world. SeptumSin versus the world. I'd buy that for $1.
Greetings! You're watching SeptumSin versus the World. I'm SeptumSin. This is Kotobuki Jake, and we're here to show you what we got.
Show me what you got. I want to see what you got. Oh boy.
Indeed.
Cha 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 cha. Well, any case, we got a lot to show you this time, so we're going to move fast and fast and furious method, especially since I got some cool unboxings to show. Yep. We'll start with an unboxing and end with one, and that's why I'm going to start us all with Kotobuki Jake. So let me just push myself out of the way here and pull you towards us.
And I will start with a box. And the box is Horatio Hornblower, The New Adventures.
What's in the box?
It's an A&E production, apparently an Emmy award-winning production, featuring Ioan Gruffudd, Robert Lindsay, Jamie Bamber, and Paul Copley.
Robert freaking Lindsay.
Well, that would make this so much better. But it's based on the novel by C.S. Forrester. Sorry. I know this name. I know this character by name. I love the character's name. It's pretty awesome. I have never seen this, but I saw it. My theme this week, I'm still working through the library pickups. My theme is television and television-related pickups from the library. And this one, I saw it and I was like, yeah, I can't turn that down.
Okay, sounds like some fun stuff.
Yep.
Well, I'm going to start with one that was released, and I had it while a little bit, and I've been playing on it, and that is the Final Fantasy VII Remake Deluxe Edition.
Oh.
Now, as you can see, I've left it open because I don't plan on closing this back up again until I have beaten the game, because I don't like, you know how you fold and unfold these, it just damages those boxes. But I say, I'll show you what's in the box. So at first, you've got this lovely steelbook. Yeah, I did show it briefly, and of course, some of y'all got to see the code that I have for my downloads, but unfortunately for y'all, it came too late. But I got the data disc in here. As you can see, I've got the main game disc in for, well, the game. For those of you who are old school gamers, and many of you who are not, would remember Final Fantasy VII as one of the major sellers of the PlayStation, the original PlayStation. Also, you've got a nice art book, and has a lot of designs and stuff like that. And I've been kind of a skeptic when it comes to this. It's the actual box. So if you were just getting the game, this would be what you'd get. With, all of your stuff in it, and has a little flipper for the 2. I am still skeptical, but I'm enjoying what I've got. Very action RPG-ish. But there's a little mini soundtrack. You get 10 tracks on there, which isn't bad. And they've got some cool remixes of a lot of the old themes, so it's well worth a listen. as a pile here. This is not bad. This is part 1 of maybe 3, but we're not certain how many parts. But we'll see how this goes. Maybe I'll beat it. They say it's 30-hour one, so that means it'll take me only, what, like 5 or 6 months?
Indeed.
Had to add you again.
I know. I don't know what's
greatness
up tonight.
scared you.
Yes. So, something that might scare a few people. Another one that I saw that I was like, I don't have the series. I have not seen the series, but it's a well-known and well-regarded series by many people, and they did a brief brief reboot of the show Gilmore Girls. It's called Gilmore Girls: A Year in the Life, and it's split into 4 parts, one for each season, featuring, of course, Lauren Graham and Alexis Bledel. I've never seen the show. I've heard good things, and I've heard kind of not so good things, mostly depending on who the audience is. But I saw this, I was like, I gotta snap this up. And then if I ever do get the show, then I don't have to worry about this part. And even if I don't, it might be good as a standalone. We'll find out.
All right. Sounds like fun. Let's see if I can do this with a cat in my hand here.
Aha.
For those of you who have missed him, he is still here, though he prefers his perch on the old studio where we were doing our filming. But with luck, we'll all be out of the quarantine and soon, and then we'll be returning to our old filming location, right, Phooey? Then you can sit behind us and posture. So, oh yeah, it's a good boy. So, speaking of games that Foo likes, he's gonna jump off. All right, I ended up picking up some fun stuff here, and that was the Dragon Quest 1 through 3 release that they did for the Switch. They kind of just refit the phone games. Versions of these. I've actually beaten the phone game versions of the original and the second game. And I'm kind of working on the third one. But right now I got distracted by other things. But I'm working on trying to do a full Dragon Quest playthrough. There are 11 games, and only 10 of them were released here because the 10th game was an online MMO that never made it to the United States. But these are fairly good classics, much like Final Fantasy, the original. I don't know what it is about the original game, but I always like playing the original. It's a classic RPG, old school JRPG. And the third game was my favorite in the series. I just think it's just getting myself lost in it again. That's the thing. So I wanted to get it on the big screen instead of just carrying it portable, but I can make it portable. All right.
My next one is one that I had known nothing about. I'm not even sure I'd heard of it beforehand, but I saw a TV series that said Across the Top complete series. It seems to be in good shape. And it says from the producers of Grey's Anatomy. And I'm like, oh, well, okay, I'll give it a go. And that's a series called Off the Map, which, I don't know, you might have some more familiarity with this. I know your wife liked Grey's Anatomy.
I'm familiar with
it. What's that?
I'm familiar with it.
All right. So basically, a riveting new drama about a team of idealistic young doctors committed to saving lives and pushing the boundaries of medicine with nothing but brains, instinct, and the untapped healing powers of the uncharted jungle. So it sounds like kind of like a Medicine Man meets Grey's Anatomy, from my guess. Does that sound about right?
It kind of meets Dr. House because I think the main character is a drug addict. But
Oh, okay. Well, if it's got a little bit of house to it, I might enjoy that.
but you know, Grey's Anatomy, they always
Yeah.
got to show where they're having sex. That's the biggest thing.
Well, yeah. I mean, obviously, they're in the jungle. What else are you going to do?
So, getting this, I had debated getting this, but I want to play it, and this is supposed to be the most full version of this, because I do have the PS4 version, but they re-released Dragon Quest XI on the Switch. And graphically, it's not quite as strong, but only by like a hair. And you get a whole crap ton of content in exchange.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, they made it so if you really want to, you can play the entire game in 2D, like 16-bit, if you really want to. So it's kind of fun to see that what they've done and put that into place. But with this game, I now have all of the Dragon Quest games, except for 10, because, again, not released here, on physical media. Unfortunately, I only have this on like a console that I can, see on the big screen, because the others are on like the 3DS. But still, it's kind of cool to have all those games together.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all I gotta say about that for the time being.
Okay. All right. So my next one is another one that I have not seen, but I know by reputation. I know when this one came out, it was a highly regarded series. I want to say it was up for some Golden Globes and Emmys and such. And of all things, my youngest brother was a big fan at the time, and he said that this was a really good show. And I actually picked up season 1 a while back, and it's been sitting on my shelf waiting to be presented. And that is the series called NipTuck, which is about, basically plastic surgeons and their lives and what have you. I'm not entirely sure, given my particular dislike for certain visual things, I'm not sure how much I'm going to enjoy watching this. But again, I've heard a lot of good things about the show, and I'm curious.
Oh, well, none of them are down my alleyway whatsoever.
What's that?
And neither NipTuck or Off the Map are in my range of something I'm going to spend my time on. So you enjoy those series.
I did not understand a word you said, but I'll see it on the playback.
Yeah, I'm not a big Grey's Anatomy fan, actually, to tell you the truth. So I ended up a while back getting Persona 5 on the PlayStation 4. That's a fairly nice edition. It's steelbook, right? But I'm trying to get the full editions of things, and so they did a re-release, a Persona 5 Royale, which has a whole bunch of exclusive stuff that's only to this edition, plus everything that was in this edition. So I went ahead and I upgraded. So I still have a steelbook. So I'll probably be selling this steelbook, and we'll probably be keeping this steelbook. Yeah, his connection must be off, because he fell off again. Up there he is. Yep, fell off again. Your connection must be crap tonight. You'll have to switch devices before we go on to the vlogcast. But we won't be broadcasting video, so it won't be as bad.
Yeah, I'm having all sorts of connectivity issues. I don't know what's up.
Oh, you're up.
Oh, I am? Okay. So, I'm actually still trying to slog through the backlog of SeptumSin videos that I have not actually watched. I'm very bad about that. And then I think it was just last night I saw that we got to the one where very recently there was a physical release of a rendition of the Twilight Zone hosted by Jordan Peele. A lot has been made of this recently. But it was not the first attempt at a reboot on the series. There was one, I think it was late 90s, maybe, thereabouts, that was hosted by Forrest Whitaker. And I have the complete 43-episode collection of The Twilight Zone, hosted by Forrest Whitaker.
Oh, that's
and
awesome.
featuring such people as Jason Alexander, Jason Bateman, Elizabeth Berkley, Linda Cardellini, Rory Culkin, Portia de Rossi, Vivica A. Fox, Brian Austin Green, Eric LaSalle, Cloris Leachman, Lou Diamond Phillips, Jeremy Piven, Jeremy Sisto, Amber Tamblyn, Dylan Walsh, etc., etc. That's a pretty interesting cast there. That's kind of cool. Shannon Elizabeth, Method Man, Usher, Jessica Simpson. That's a fascinating cast there. I've not seen an episode of this, but I am very intrigued. So, it'd be cool.
I have the original and I have the 80s remake, but I don't have that one or the new one. I really want to get the one you've got, so that one's a big interest to me. That's a cool thing. That is cool. All right, so speaking of series that I want to complete, Sentai did a sale, big sale, and a lot of stuff that just tempted me too much. And the most expensive item on that sale was this, $3.99. Such a Is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon? Arrow of the Orion, which is the last piece that I am missing so far until they come up with more.
Cool.
And a series that I have yet to see. It has a really cool looking premium set. But it's kind of cool. Have you seen this yet?
Have I seen it? No, I haven't yet.
I'm just curious.
Yeah. Is my go?
Yo.
Okay, this one is a conversion, and it may be really not even a fully necessary one because I really want to get the complete collection, and I missed my opportunity. This is one you have that I'm envious of, but this, if nothing else, will slim down the edition I already have and save a minimal amount of space, and changing the format will change a lot. It will save a lot of space long term if I don't get the total set. And that is season 1 of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I already had it in the box edition, but this is the regular jewel case edition. Like I said, if I never manage to get the complete collection, I'd rather collect it like this and save some space. But I have watched season 1, and it is a fun show, and I really need to watch the whole thing one day. But if nothing else, like said, save a tiny bit of space while I wait for that big box set.
So is it as good as the movie?
Yeah, they're totally different.
It's the only thing I've seen.
I actually like the series better than the movie, but they're totally different.
Oh, people are obsessed with that series. Now, I did a slimming down because I wanted to upgrade this, and I did it for a price I was willing to go for. And that is the Hitomaru Sketch Collection. It's a pretty nice and significant slim down. I mean, as you can see this, that's about maybe 1.5 boxes wide for the DVD that I had. So not only is the Perfect Picture Collection Blu-ray upgrade from my DVD sets, it also has, remember I'm saying 1.5, so about 1.5 of these is all this takes up room for. But it has season 1, it has 365, it has Hoshimitsu, it has the specials, and it has Honeycomb, all on one. Now that's pretty impressive right there. I really like this this particular set. Also, Hitomaru sketch is a delightful little slice of life series. It has a bunch of girls sharing this apartment in this at this art school that they're going to. Boy, we just talked about art schools in the last one, but this one's this is very lighthearted, not all that serious, very slice of life-ish, and this is in a nice compact package and an upgrade at the same time. It is just great. I'm glad to have it.
I want that collection. It would save a lot of space.
It does. It's a ton of space.
Yeah. So I think I have all 5 parts on DVD.
Yeah, I did too. I actually do, I guess. I'll probably be selling them, though, in the near future.
Well, you could probably get a little bit for them. Good.
Get at least part of
that
them.
One features my Buy Drive is one of my favorite end themes. It's such a good one.
I think I like it.
All right. So, my next one, I believe my other collection for this one is season 3, and I believe I did present it a while back on this channel. This is the season 1 and 2 collection of a show I really need to actually watch, which is called Newsradio.
Ah, cool.
And it's got a really awesome cast. You got such individuals as Phil Hartman, Martiani, Dave Foley, Stephen Root's in there. I think Andy Dick, I guess, is one of them, et cetera, et cetera. So, but again, I've heard good things. I'm very interested in this, and it's nice to be able to have the beginning of the series. So now that theoretically that other one's not just floating in the ether.
Well, I got another nice. Actually, I got several premium sets here. I got a Final Fantasy premium set.
Yeah.
I got a premium steelbook for Persona Royale. And now I have one that you presented a while back, so I'm not going to spend much time on it. And that is Tada Never Falls in Love. I was looking to see, are there any of these that are a steal? And this was $20.
That was 20?
That was 20.
Damn it.
So I'm like, that's a steal. I had to go for it. I was like, I wouldn't have gone for it otherwise, but it was like, it's only like $3 more than what they wanted. I think they'd cut down the plain Blu-ray release to like 17 or something. And I was like, oh, well, I can do $3 for the upgrade. So though it takes up space, it just looks cool. Their premium sets are cool, so it doesn't matter. Not as cool as the last one I'm presenting, but this one, awesome looking.
And that one, that particular sale did tempt me. I managed to walk away from it. The main reason was there was a premium edition that I really wanted, but it was like $63. And I was like, I know them. I know next time it goes on sale, it'll be $40. So we'll see. But anyway, so my last one is not exactly a space saver, but this is another series that I had started collecting, but I did not have the beginning of the show. And so now I do have season 1 of Murder, She Wrote, the classic Angela Lansbury mystery series. It's a lot of fun. Exactly. And like I said, got season 1. So now I think I have 4 seasons out of the total. It's going to take up a lot of space. I hope they do a complete collection if they haven't already.
There is a complete collection. I know that.
I'm sure I'll find it.
Yeah, a friend of mine online got it, and they just like watching Murder, She Wrote all the time.
Nice.
Which you could do because it's a freaking long series.
Yeah.
Well, I got to take a couple of minutes with this one because this is Food Wars Third Plate.
All right.
unfortunately, I still need to make sure I get 2 more of these sets. And yet, even if I got these all at full price, which I have not. Matter of fact, I got the first set for $30, the second set for $40, and this one I paid the most for. But I've been kind of desperate to make sure I get them because the K-On! Set actually did sell out. I'm kind of glad I got that. And so this, I want to get the entire series like this. So I only need to get 2 more of these because they do end at season 5. So I guess this is where I'm going to unbox for everybody here, which means I'm probably going to dedicate myself to watching or rewatching because I've seen this season. It's a really good season. It amps up and ends on a cliffhanger. And then I stopped watching the series, even though they've already debuted the 4th plate. But it was supposedly a disappointment. But these are just kind of cool because they're all like bento boxes. So I got to figure out how this opens. Okay. It opens like that. So, as you can see, woo! And let's see if this does. Oh, and okay. So as you can see, it kind of like opens like this. And it folds open to reveal our main course. Which has your Blu-ray set and your DVD set, which is kind of stuck in there. There it is. There you go. That's what the ribbon is for, so you can pull it out. So it's got some pretty cool stuff here. I mean, it's 24 episodes. It's not terribly short season. It's pretty good sized. But also involved in these little compartments here, as you can see, that come open. And I'm using the ribbon this time, is a rather thick art book. Look at this little, recipe notebook. So you can write down the recipes from the show, you see. And let's see here on the other side. I really think that these are probably their highest quality releases. I mean, as far as the premium sets go, because they're amazing things. You got another another bandana here, so in this time you could probably convert it to like a mask, maybe. Put that back in there, and a little pin that you could get. So that's pretty impressive stuff right there. Zoop. And zoom. And it's back to being sealed up again. I packed up my lunch back again. Well, that's everything I've got. And that's everything you've got.
Right.
So I think we had a pretty cool haul this week.
Yeah, not bad.
So next week we'll probably dial it down, maybe.
What's that?
So next week we'll maybe dial it down. But well, I'm going to go ahead and end us off here and say goodbye, because we'll see you on the next one. Take care. I'm ending us here.
Okay.